I helped grow a company to $1 million a month using just one simple funnel. No shiny object tactics, and they had less than 10,000 followers. So good that they got proposed to be a portfolio company for Hormozy. So I'm gonna walk you through exactly how we did it, what we tested, what worked, and how you can model it even if you're not at that level yet. The crazy part, it wasn't even a new funnel. We ran the exact same funnel for 2 years. The boring stuff, the stuff that people ignore, is what actually scaled this company. So I'm gonna show you exactly how we did it. And the other thing I want to show you is how I would have made this funnel even better through some different tweaks that I'm going to give you today as well. Okay, so just before, a little bit of context. The business was already making 200K a month in revenue, but I helped it 5x. They had a successful product. They had an agency before I came in. They were running ads and spending 5K a month, but as soon as they came in, they let them go because they were just not performing. And in my opinion, guys, in-house will always be better than agency just because you can control everything. And if you have somebody that knows how to run all this stuff in-house, your success is going to be easier to get to. By the time I left this company, around $60,000 to $80,000 a month was all the ad spends that I got them through. So like we went from 5K a month to 80K a month in ad spend. The total ad spend throughout my time there was $1.4 million. And I'll show you the screenshot. There was a lot of mistakes, if I'm being honest, around all of this. And I can talk around in circles about the tech, the funnel architecture, the copy, the emails, the ad copy, the tracking, everything that I've helped build in this company to get to that point. But this is the main funnel that got them everything. So just because I like to show screenshots, this is the ad account in total, $1.4 million. And if you can tell some numbers there, obviously I'm taking a lot of information out just because of privacy of them. And you can tell this is all my initials, AV, that's my initials, that I run all of these campaigns. And that's the amount we spent. Now, before we get into the actual funnel. Okay, so a little disclaimer. This is going to be a very underwhelming funnel, but it highlights the main reason why so many companies and clients who come to me just struggle with scaling. Scaling is boring. It really is. It's the same thing that has been repeated over time, over and over and over and over and over again. We did the same funnel for 2 years. We use data to improve, obviously, based on all the metrics, and I'll show you some things as well. We tracked everything. We use Hyros as well. And we use a lot of UTMs, we use Hyros, and we knew exactly where clients were coming from, regardless of how long the customer acquisition process was. So even if it took somebody from lead to close 35, 45 days, we understood every step of the way from first touch attribution to last touch attribution. We knew it all, okay? The sales team was dialed in. It did require a good amount of ad spend, as you can tell, $1.4 million, but they were making $1 million a month, which is great. This is throughout, I think, 2.5 years. So really good return on ad spend, if you ask me, like really solid. All we did was sales, assets, ads, basically just lead magnets. The thing that we tested the most was we took the client journey and we understood every pain point for the client journey. So the client came in doing X amount a month and they ended the program making X amount a month, or A to B, just simplify A to B. We took all the steps the client took to get from A to B, and we broke that down into sales assets, and we just tested which sales assets would give us the best results. I just want to make that clear. We did many lead magnets until we hit 2 lead magnets in this case that really hit it up for us. Lead magnet, this is just how it looks. I'm going to give you the simplified version of it. Lead magnet number 1, very simple opt-in page, and I'll show you how that looks a little bit. This is a landing page with an opt-in. So the opt-in, I'll give you this extra sauce. The opt-in, we tested different opt-ins. Basically, we saw that the best opt-in that gave us the best numbers was a button to a pop-up, not a form on the page. And I feel this is my thesis, that just a form on a page gets a lot of bounce just because people see an extra step already. But when they see the button and they click, it's a micro commitment to get to the next step. So we tested a bunch of stuff. We saw that button to a pop-up, which has a lead form, gave us better results. Then we had an email inbox sequence. I wrote this inbox sequence. I believe it was, I don't know, a lot of emails, but I wrote this email inbox sequence. Email brought a lot of people in as well. A lot of people booked in calls through the email inbox sequence. After that, setters were ruthless with the follow-ups. Anyone that opted in, the setter was following up. The thing that the setter did, the only job the setter had was to sell the call, obviously. So it was a CTA to book a call and then just flood them with value, case studies, podcasts, value, content that they did on Instagram that had a lot of value. Now what I'm going to show you is the second funnel. So it was 2 funnels. One, lead magnet funnels, and then the other one was just a direct funnel. Direct offer ad. If you are this person and you have this pain, we have the solution for you. Click here to learn more. Literally a very direct offer ad, and it crushed. The only reason I feel like it crushed really well was because the messaging was just dialed in. Again, like I said, they had a good product before this, and they had a lot of knowledge on the people they were helping. That's why it crushed. Direct offer ad, landing page with an opt-in. So like the opt-in, it either DQ'd them or they booked the sales calls. When they booked the sales call, if the lead wasn't like a 10 out of 10 qualified, maybe a 7 out of 10, they got a triage call. If not, they were directly into the booking page, and then automations were set, reminders, sales calls, they close the deal. If they didn't close, they put them in a follow-up sequence, and that's all there is. We did 2 sales funnels. Couple things I would have done better. The opt-in page, super simple. I call out, so just call out who you're helping, the headline with the benefit. The sub-headline, usually what I've seen work very well is this is the part where you do a without, or you just crush an objection. An objection in the fitness space would be dieting, cardio, maybe carbs or whatever. You would do it here, popped in with a form, CTA, and then benefit of the thing they're getting. So if it's a lead magnet, sell the lead magnet again. This is a huge pitfall. Sell the lead magnet. Sell me again, especially if you're coming from ads, which obviously we did a ton. Sell me the benefits of the lead magnet. Like, sell me why I have to put in why do I have to click here? What are the benefits that I'm getting? Huge thing. I don't think they did that. I don't know. I can't remember. But if you're going to do this, and if you're going to copy this, which I hope you do because it crushes us, benefits. Give me the benefit. Don't give me the features of 50 pages of PDF, 25 recipes, 50 hooks. I don't care. Sell me the benefits. Sell me future pace my results. Then once they do that, we get into the quote unquote thank you page, or this is not landing page. It's a thank you page. Oops. Or download page or VSL page or whatever. Thank you page is just basically a, hey, we got the thing. So call out, thank you for opting in for whatever. Give me a result. So still sell me the result. Subheadline, in this case, you can either do one of two things. One, the objection, or hey, thanks, because you opted in for this training, I want to give you something else. And this video is usually like a super direct VSL. Hey, so I saw you opted in for this thing. By the way, if you're also struggling with this and this and this, I want to give you a full training on blah, 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 blah. That will be either a VSL CTA to a VSL, or in this case, you can do a CTA to book a call. You can do either or. I would have tested this, and I think it would have crushed even more. So send the lead magnet. In this thank you page, make it very clear that you're sending them the lead magnet. Tell them, hey, it's on your way. Check the spam email, check all this stuff. By the way, because you opted in, I want to give you something else for free. Click on this video to learn more. Maybe it's a 3-minute video. Sell the next step, which would be either CTA to go to the VSL or a CTA to book a call. Give me all the benefits. Give me all the social proof. Give me CTA bonus. And then you're going to have to sell the next step even further because they already got what they came for. So you really want to pull them in. So a lot of pull marketing here. They already got what they wanted. Now we have to sell them on the next thing. They already got the thing. How do we do so? This is where we go more into copywriting. If you're more B2C, you have to do everything that I'm about to show you. If you're more B2C, highly sophisticated, highly mature markets, here you should be fine because a lot of the sales are going to happen through email, trust building, and setters. For you, B2C, if you're B2C, then you're going to do a comparison. So like us versus them. Tell me about your product. Tell me the benefits. Disqualify people. Don't be afraid of disqualifying people. So like if you only work with moms, for example, in fitness, disqualifiers, you want to do that. If you want to do high earning moms or high earning individuals, give me habits of high earning people. So do a lot of qualifiers there. I'm not rushing to this. Story, tell me about your story, build trust. If you have money back guarantee, money back guarantee. Frequently asked questions. Obviously, all your objections should be FAQ. You should know this by now. But this is where I would have done this a little bit different for that business. I would have spent a little bit more time on the thank you page. And then obviously the thank you page delivers the email with, like once they opt in, it delivers the email with the thing they ask for. And then goes into an indoctrination sequence, which would be case studies, value, objections, handling, etc., etc., etc. But this is essentially it. Business grew to $1 million a month through a lot of ad spend, through direct offer ad, and a lead magnet that was crushing it for people who were actually using it. They loved it. And a lot of people came through that lead magnet, which I don't feel like I'm allowed to say what it is, but it was a very simple lead magnet. It doesn't have to be something extremely complicated. If anything, I'm going to give you more extra sauce now. One of the lead magnets they tested was a super long mini course giving literally everything for free. it flunked. It didn't do well. People were not using it. People were not watching it, whatever. This lead magnet that crushed it was a very simple thing. Maybe a couple pages long. It crushed because people actually consumed it, used it, saw results. They came back for more and they became clients. Again, this was done like 80K a month, 70K a month, 60K a month on ad spend to generate a lot of attention, which was great. It worked. Messaging was super good. We used email, we used setters, everything. This was just the attention part of it. Now, if you want to see the other parts of it, of like how they monetize this and all the operations behind it, then click the link, click the video that's somewhere around my face that tells you everything about all the other parts of business. So again, it's three mainly: attention, liquidation, and operations. If you want to see the other two, this was just a very small part of attention. If you want to see everything else, how it plays in conjunction, just watch the video that YouTube is recommending right now, because that's going to be the best one that goes over in everything, all the details about all of this stuff. For now, I'll just see you on the next one.